Yo, hope everyone's blessed and ready for Christmas. This video is a bit different. It's not really about leveling up really. This video is literally just about, I've had somebody message me a couple of times, different people say, oh, what's your thoughts on all this COVID? And I'm never really got into it because everyone, like when you come up with a theory, it becomes a conspiracy theory, etc, etc. But I've got an opinion. I'm going to say opinion because nothing I'm about to say, well, some of it is facts which you can research, but the theory behind the whole package of what I'm about to say, there's no facts. It's just my theory. And if anyone here who's going to see the video can educate me and say to me show me where I've got things wrong, or if my theory doesn't make sense, or even if you've got anything to support what I'm saying, then by all means share it. So yeah, I had a thought. Why are the UK government so adamant to basically let the whole country know that there's a big massive problem regarding COVID? Why is it other countries are not so hyped upon it as much as the UK? So straight away you've got to sit back and ask yourself the questions: why this country doing this and that country doing that? Why? What is the reason behind it? And one of the things that I've done to separate the two is that we're going through a massive issue regarding Brexit at the moment in the UK. And then so I started looking at, is it a Brexit issue? Then obviously you start thinking, okay, they're closing the borders. Why are they closing the borders? Why is Boris saying the things that he's saying? So I put a few things together and this is what I've come up with. So first of all, Brexit, when Boris goes onto the national telly and says that there's another strain of COVID and it's uncontrollable, this is what he said. Bearing in mind, we've just come up with a vaccine and it's uncontrollable. So let's face it, all these other countries now are going to be like, have to go in defense mode. Okay, well, if it's uncontrollable and it's another strain of COVID, and let's be the safest we can do for our country is pull a block so no one can leave, no one can come here from the UK. So that's what's been done. All of Europe and many other countries all over the world, I think 40 countries so far have gone into this new no flying from the UK to their country. That's one. Then I thought, okay, normally it's about power. Everybody wants power. All these country leaders want power, and in order to have power, it's all about money. So let's think, okay, so what's the gain and the loss for the UK when it comes to finances and the economy? So I've done a bit of research. And the research that I found was about importing and exporting. So first of all, before I get to that, let's talk about Brexit. So Brexit is gone into play. The 1st of January this year, it was 2020. It went into a transition period where they're going to start thinking, how can they transition from an EU country to a non-EU country? That officially ends, whether there's a deal or not, it ends on the 31st of December this year. So from the 1st of January 2021, the UK are going to be independent with deal or no deal. At the moment, it's no deal, which means we don't know the new rules. There's going to be new border controls. Basically, it's going to be new border rules and regulations. So these countries now could be stating any rules they want to state. We'll have to wait and see what that is. So I thought, okay, so Boris is messed up, and I believe he's messed up, especially when it comes to Brexit. And I believe that COVID is actually something that's real, but I think it's been hyped up in Britain. And I think the way they've done it is, when you do something wrong, you automatically try to find yourself a way out of that wrong. It's human nature. It's rare that you hold your hands up unless you banter rights and say, yeah, I'm wrong, there's nothing I can say. But if there's a way to kind of justify your wrong and to kind of use a scapegoat, you look for it. This is what the UK government, I believe, has done. They're using COVID now as an excuse for their mistakes that they've made years ago. So leaving Brexit is massive, because I've done my research. My research showed me that importing and exporting for the economy, the UK economy, the GDP, which is just basic initials of obviously what the economy makes as a whole in gross, or I think it's gross, not net. It makes up 61.7%, 61.7% of the UK's GDP, which is its economy, which is its money, is generated by importing of goods and exporting of goods. Now, let's just say, so that's a lot of money and a lot of business is taking place within Europe or international countries. So if we leave EU, we straight away are going to lose 50% of our economy. Now, if these EU countries put their prices up on their stock, on their stuff for importing tax and exporting tax. Let's just say it goes up by 20%. That means all goods from shops, all prices will go up by 20%. Ask yourself, how much people in the UK actually have 20% saved after they're paying their bills from their wages? How much people? If you've got no 20% of your bills to pay wages, I mean, from your wages after paying bills, how are you going to pay for the inflation prices of your food into your property or your energy bills? How are you going to be able to afford that extra 20%? How is that possible? Isn't that going to be an economy breakdown, meltdown, literally going like messed up, bad? I think that's what's coming, and I think this new strain of COVID is going to be the reason and the excuse to why everything's changing regarding trading. They're going to use COVID as an excuse for the mess up from Brexit. And I think that's why they've been so much on it. They talk about vaccine because, let's face it, when you do something bad, you try and find something good to justify why you're not, like, what to not cancel it, not to like push it, to kick it to the curb. So if you do something bad, you normally say, okay, I'm sorry, but this is what I'm able to offer. And then you wait, that person then has to weigh up the pros and cons, whether to give this person a chance. So if COVID is this bad, and as bad as they're making out, then how good is the government going to look when they've made a vaccine and they've given it to the whole UK for free when it's gone down? Because they're going to give you this vaccine that could potentially be, some people are saying it could be dangerous, could cause harm. I wouldn't say that it wouldn't. I can't even speak on that, whether it's bad or good. I'm not going to go into that. It could be water, for argument's sake, and then the rates go down from COVID. It's going to look like they've done a good job. So yes, our economy is decreased. This is Boris. Yes, our economy is decreased by 80%, but we've also had to deal with COVID for the whole year, and now the COVID rates have dropped dramatically. Kids are back at school, work's back open, rare. But yes, we're in a financial pandemic when it comes to finance now, economy. We're in a meltdown, and the rich are going to be okay because they've got funds, they've got equity in property, they've got manufacturing companies, so they're going to always kind of be okay. But then the middle class are going to drop down to lower class. So when the government say we will be better off in the long run, yes, those who are at the top, who are financially okay, will be okay in the long run. But those who are not kind of really there yet are going to drop. So that is my thoughts. I probably missed out some bits. I've literally thought about it in the gym, and then I went home, done some quick research, and some of the things that I was finding was literally like pinpoint to what I was thinking. Like, this isn't no conspiracy theorist, this is my opinion. And as I said, if you've got anything that can back it up, come to me, come in the comments. If you've got something that says, Ricky, no, you're talking shit, like, bring it to me. Like, have I missed something? Like, am I being negative? I don't know, but I don't trust it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust it. I don't like this whole vaccine thing or whatever. I don't trust it. I don't trust none of it, because they're never going to hold their hands up, because it'd be peak for them. If they held their hands up and said, yo, we're messed up and we've really messed up this country and we don't know a way out, what would you guys do? Like, let's think about it. But why? I don't know if this information's like, basically sounds like classified. So if you hear that I got rubbed out, you know it was Boris. But yeah, cool. Let me know your thoughts. Safe.